parents, syllabus, and cost. As a student, these are things that affect my education. And the most important aspect of this is the teacher that decides all of this. And that is why I need to say in which teachers reach these positions that will affect these factors. So now moving on to my constructing material today, our stance, definitions, the status quo, and our case study. So we feel that similar feedback must be taken into account in regard to promotions to teachers who's in senior positions to improve the quality of education and the classroom environment. Now some definitions for the course today. Schools are educational institutions from primary to tertiary, and student feedback are individual opinions of students drawn from the interviews. So this means that there won't be any group discussions, but rather there will be a few interviews with students, one-on-one, with either a principal or vice principal. And we define senior positions as influential posts such as the head of the level or subject head. So thank you. So moving on to our policy. Clause 1. We believe that schools should be required to take student feedback into account when making decisions regarding the promotion of teachers to senior positions. So this can differ from primary to tertiary. So in primary school, although the students might not be as mature as those in JC or university, so therefore that will still be taken into account, but to a much lesser degree than those in university. Now, clause 2. This only includes from primary schools to secondary schools. And clause 3. Anonymous feedback, there will be anonymous feedback, and teachers will not be able to gain any information on who said what about them. And clause 4. A committee is specifically employed to, staff will be invited to decide the motion. There will be a panel of judges, not judges, but a panel of teachers who will decide who will be able to gain position. So, moving on to our status quo. Now, teachers after subpar performance by cutting off, teachers often getting subpar performance by cutting corners and being lazy, but are still able to cover it up as an upper management is not able to see what's happening in the classroom by themselves. So they get away with infractions such as name calling and produce an overall unhealthy environment in the classroom. And when abuse is furthermore, abuse is also hushed up due to the unhealthy culture caused by this. So now, as first speaker, I was thinking how school is for the students, and also on how our side brings benefits to the school. While my second speaker was speaking about the message sent by our policy. So moving on, our school is for the students. So the thesis of this point is that principally, since school is for the students, and in order to have a check and balance, and having a check and balance, helps encourage this environment in school, and the motion must say, so you disagree?
Would you allow students to decide their own curriculum within the school?
So, as a student, first of all, you're there to learn, to gain information from teachers. You're not there to decide which topic you're going to take, which subject, which exam you're going to take. And therefore, we feel that teachers still have the higher power in this area, but in other areas, such as what I explained earlier, they do not. So moving on, so why is this so? Education, as I've said before, is for students. They are the ones that go through 8 hours of lessons a day. They are the ones that finish months of homework each day and multiple every year. And it's only fair that they have a say in deciding which teachers will able to affect their curriculum in their daily life. So our policy does this, we also introduce a check and balance. The power lent to the teachers by the students when they walk to school is slightly returned in the form of student feedback. And just like in the political system, where people can vote on large decisions, such as determining which political party or which Supreme Court judge is appointed, we feel that this applies, the same principle applies in this case. And the classroom is not dictatorship. The classroom is not North Korea, and the teacher is not Kim Jong-un. The students, just like the people of the country, have a say. And this leads me nicely on my second subtopic, why students are the best in deciding these positions. So the thesis of this point is that students, being the people who interact with teachers the most, are qualified in deciding a promotion. So why is this so? Students stand up 8 hours with each subject tutor every week. From the start of the day, they already interact with them during assembly. And during these 6 hours of lessons, they notice everything and anything and everything of their teacher. Whether their teacher is lazy and biased, or whether or not they are hardworking and empathetic. So, all these small quirks and traits of the teacher who are completely unseen by upper management. They are unable to experience the teaching of the teacher by themselves, and as we've said before in our definition, this senior position can affect the school's workings as a whole. So whatever they do in that position is magnified. What they do is a reflection of their mindset, of their personality, and their actions and this action mindset will send ripples throughout the school. They control from portraying the curriculum, discipline, and to the internal examinations of the school. So if a hardworking, empathetic teacher is able to be put in that position, his policies and actions will make the school a much more conducive learning environment. It will make the school and a better school as a whole. And if a lazy, condescending teacher going to that, well, I think the school definitely become more biased and worse school as a whole. So in addition to this, students have all the best interests as they want to better their education, whether these teachers decide what students do in school, the students will then be pressured to choose which teacher is the best for this position. Because of all these reasons, please go with side proposition. Thank you.